Assalamualaikum and hello. We are from Group 9. We will be presenting our open-ended Lab 1, which is solid liquid extraction of nilam pandan. Our group member consists of myself, Muhammad Fahmi Rusmin, Razika binti Mazlan, Khadijah binti Madin, and Muhammad Rizwan bin Abdul Salam.
I'm Khadijah Madin and I'm gonna talk about the introduction. For problem statement, nilam pandan, which is herbaceous plant known for its culinary and medicinal uses. Its bioactive compounds such as essential oils have various applications in food, cosmetic, and pharmaceutical industries. The traditional methods of extracting these compounds from the nilam pandan plant are time-consuming and inefficient. Therefore, it is required to develop an efficient and optimized method for the extraction, which is by using solid liquid extraction, which is SLE, to determine the optimal extraction time while obtaining the maximum yield of the essential oil from nilam pandan plant. As for the objectives, it can be varied depending on the specific application and the use of the extract. So some common objectives of this experiment are: the first one, to obtain a high yield of the desired compounds such as essential oils, and the second one is to evaluate the quality of the extract obtained under different extraction times, and the third one is to determine the optimal extraction time for obtaining the maximum yield of the essential oil from the nilam pandan plant. There are three types of variables in this experiment, which are fixed variables, which is temperature, manipulated variables, which is extraction time, and responding variables, which are the concentration and the volume of essential oil obtained.
For experimental procedure, set the heater power at 100% and allow the column to reach steady state and avoid running the column at total reflux for a long time to prevent flooding. Open valve V2, V5 and V12. Make sure V12 is fully open to obtain the maximum solvent flow rate. Allow methanol pass through the product cooler, flow indicator, preheater, extraction vessel and back into the reboiler. Monitor the solvent flow rate at the flow indicator. Once it is relatively constant, record the value. Close V12 to prevent any more solvent from entering the extraction vessel B2. Charge fresh solid in the extraction vessel by screen some crushed nilam pandan to obtain solids of sizes between 2 mm and 4 mm. Weight 400 gram nilam pandan. Ensure that the extraction vessel is drained of the solvent. Carefully remove the vessel cover and the solid container. Discard any used solid in the container. Fill the container with the screened nilam pandans. Carefully place the container back into the extraction vessel and replace the extraction vessel cover. Close V2, V5 and open V12. When the solvent starts to enter the extraction vessel, immediately start the stopwatch. Allow the solvent to fill the vessel until all solids are fully immersed in the solvent. Close V12 to prevent more solvent from entering the extraction vessel B2. Stop the stopwatch and record the filling time to determine the volume of solvent in vessel. Reset and restart the stopwatch. Let the extraction process take place for 20 minutes. In the meantime, make sure the vessel is empty by opening V10 and draining all liquid. Close back V10. Temporarily switch off the heater power to avoid flooding in the column. After 20 minutes, open V4 and V5. Let all the effluent flow into vessel B3. Leave for a few minutes to allow the effluent to completely drain the solids. Measure the volume of effluent collected in the vessel B3. Collect a 15 ml sample of the effluent for density measurement. Switch on the heater power and allow the column to reach steady state. Repeat the experiment with a fresh solid charge of the same weight. Change the contact time to 25 and 30 minutes. After completing the experiment, perform the shutdown procedure by using the SOP provided by the assistant engineer.
So for the data table, I will cover for the data table. My name is Muhammad Rizwan bin Abdul Salam, and for this experiment, we are collecting our data and recorded under table 1, which is yield and volume obtained from various extraction time at constant temperature. Our solvent is methanol, and the extraction time varied from 10 to 60 minutes. As for the expected result, the table shows the yield of compound extracted per gram of nilam pandan leaf using various extraction time, as well as the specific chemical compound that were identified for each extract. The result indicates that different solvent and extraction time can affect the yield and composition of the extracted compound. The result messages an optimal combination of extraction time that maximizes the yield and diversity of the extracted compound while minimizing any potential degradation and decomposition of the compound during extraction. This result may provide information about specific chemical constituent responsible for the fragrance of nilan pandan and their potential application in fragrance product, aromatherapy, or medical usage.
For safety precautions, first of all, wear a glove while handling chemicals such as methanol. Second, wear a face mask to prevent unpleasant odor from methanol. And third, the residue from the experiment needed to dispose at a specific place. MSDS for methanol, we can see that methanol is a flammable, toxic and health hazard, which is category 1. For more information regarding the safety data sheet, you can click the link below. That's all from our group. Thank you.